Okay, appreciate it. Good to be back with everybody, and so I guess this is our second time in this room, so really, really cool to have a nice space. Hopefully, it's something that y'all will enjoy and have a little better spot to be able to work. Larry, you won't have to work out in the car, like I've seen you in the past from time to time. So hopefully, this will be better for everyone. But great time to start spring practice, man. What a beautiful day, for a first day of spring ball. It's always fun to start over and build a new team every year. This is what you do: is you start over and you got a bunch of new people, and this year we got some new people amongst our staff as well. 15 mid-years, all that. So it's exciting to get going. You get 15 days to actually be on the field and try to maximize each one of those days to, build a good foundation for this team and what we want to accomplish this year. And so, we're excited. We've had a busy off season, but doing a lot of things. Obviously, since the last time we were together as a team, meetings, strength conditioning, our total off season program, our all-in drills. Just a lot of self-evaluation as an organization that everybody does or should do this time of year, and then getting everybody on the same page. Obviously, with the change offensively, that's been fun to kind of see it all come together. So we're excited to get on the field today, and like I said, just day one, but get going, and I think we got a good group. We got a lot of guys here. I guess we got about maybe 12 guys that'll be coming in this summer to add on, but the majority of our team is here, and it's exciting. Again, the 15 mid-years, that's big to get them here. We do have several guys that'll either be out for spring, limited for spring, different types of things, whether it be just postseason surgical type stuff, that is going to limit some guys. Bo Collins, he'll do all the individual. He'll do all of our team, what we call team separate. He won't do any good on good or have any contact or anything like that. But I'm glad he'll be able to at least be out and to work on some timing and rhythm with the quarterbacks this spring. But coming off his shoulder surgery, Brody Kahn, he actually has had both shoulders had to be fixed. He had one, and then 6 weeks later had another one. But he will be able to punt only this spring. Sheridan, he as y'all know wasn't able to play in the Orange Bowl, and he was dealing with that ab injury, so we did that surgery. So he will be limited. Hopefully we'll be able to do. As we go through spring, be able to do individual and things like that, and be able to get some drill work on the field. But no competitive stuff. Matthew Maloney coming off the ACL surgery from the season. He will be out. Rook Orororo had hit him and Peyton Page. Both had their shoulders operated on postseason, so they'll be out for spring. Walker Parks had his. He played. Walker probably played 4 games with an ankle like that. I mean, it was unbelievable that he was able to finish and play the way he did. And so we knew it was going to have to be something we fix after the season. So he looks great. He's doing really, really well with his recovery and range of motion. But he'll be out this spring, as will Marcus Tate, who tore his knee and had the surgery there. So. But he'll be out there doing individual as well. So you'll see those guys in a limited role, but no competitive work. But I think that'll end up being a blessing for us, with Marcus. We know what Marcus, who he is. Same thing with Walker. So it's going to really kind of force the issue with some other guys. Adam Randall, he's not going to be fully released until just after the spring game. So he played the last few games, not his knee that he hurt, but the other knee had a little, just not a major deal, but just had to kind of clean that up, and so he's going to be out for the spring, but he's doing well. And then Xavier Thomas, he'll do all the indie work, some of the team separate work as he continues to come back, fully recover from, where they had to put the bigger screw in his foot. So, we got kind of a mash unit there of guys that'll be, like I said, either limited, participate partly here or there. Paul Tyson had a thumb injury, and hopefully after spring break he'll be able to do some things. Maybe the second half of spring there. And John Williams, is going to be limited here to start off. He had to have his appendix out. So, kind of getting him back going as well. Troy Stellato, still not quite 100%, recovering from his ACL surgery. And then Jalen Phillips as well had to have ankle surgery after the season. So, it was a lot of guys dealing with different things. But, again, some will be involved in various roles throughout. Some will be completely out as we go through. But all heading in a good direction, and these are all just old injuries, things from the season that we needed to take care of and knew about. And then the last thing is I'm sure all of y'all have heard about Jeremiah Trotter's mom, Tammy, and she was diagnosed with breast cancer, I guess, just before he came to Clemson, and has battled for the last couple years, and just a really sad situation. Just a beautiful person inside and out, a beautiful mom, a great wife, and just a very, very tough time. So Jeremiah's here. He actually came back, I think Thursday night. He got back in town, and just kind of wanted to get back going. So he's out here today. He'll practice today, but we'll be going home on Friday, and funeral will be on Saturday. But man, these are just tough things to deal with. And breast cancer is it's just, all cancer is horrible. But it's something that affects a lot of people, and just thankful though that I got a chance to know her, and all the great things that she instilled in Josiah and Jeremiah, and so just ask that everyone keep them and their family in your thoughts and prayers. Jeremiah Senior, man, it's a tough time for him. They've been partners for a long time, and but it'll be a great celebration of her life on Saturday. She was truly, like I said, just a beautiful person inside and out. But just doing everything we can as a program to put our arms around Jeremiah and help him, just one day at a time.
What's the biggest thing you're excited about seeing from this group of mid-years?
A few of them I got to see at the bowl, which was kind of cool. But really just kind of where they are. I mean, you never really know till you get on the practice field and you start coaching guys. How do they grab a hold of things in the meeting room, and can they translate it to the practice field? But I just want to see them go out there and compete. I want to see where they are, see how they match up. I'm excited about it. There's a few more, like I said, coming in this summer that I'll be excited about as well. But, it's going to be fun. First couple days are in shorts, but we'll ramp it up on Wednesday, start getting into some pad work. But just kind of where they are, see them compete. And I think all the mid-years, with the exception of Paul Tyson, I think all those guys are ready to go, so just kind of get a feel for kind of who they are on the field.
With Garrett arriving, two-part question: how do you prepare the guys before you get them on the field to kind of get them, involved in the offense? And then this isn't something we really had to deal with since Chad Morris got here. How excited are you to actually get out on the field and kind of put that in action today?
Well, I mean, when Chad left, Tony and Jeff taking over there in 14 or the start of 15. So we've had, it's been since then, since we've really had transition. But you know, there's a lot. I mean, we've been going since the end of January with meetings. You know, now the way the rules are, you can do walkthroughs. So, you know, as a part of our mat drills, you know, we've done walkthroughs. We've had a lot of installation meetings. So, you know, you prepare for this first practice probably more than any practice, you know, all year, because, you know, it's like, all right, we've installed a lot. And then you have, you know, pretty much all of February to meet as a staff to get on the same page as coaches and you know, everybody speak the same language, you know, because that's the biggest thing in the initial stages is, you know, what do you call 2x2? What do you call 3x1? What do you call 3x2? You know, everybody calls it something. So learn, you know, what's 4 verts, you know, what's smash, what's your quick game? What do you call 6-man protection, 5-man protection, 5 quick, 5 drop back? What are those things called? What do you call inside zone? What do you call the outside zone? What do you call the counter? What do you call the power? You know, I mean, the football people can look at it and say, well, we know what that is, but we got to all get on the same page because everybody's got different language. And so kind of collaborating the last month and really honing in. You know, I think the biggest thing with Garrett, you know, it's not going to be about trying to see how much we can install. I think it's just going to be about getting everybody on the same page, getting a good foundation in place this spring. You know, we got 6 receivers that aren't really available, you know, with Bo, Adam, Stellato, and then you got 3 coming in the summer, in Roan, Tyler, and Tink. So, you know, but you still gotta install what we need to because we got backs. Everybody needs it, and so I guess we got 5 scholarship guys out there this spring. And then we got, you know, good walk, Hampton Earl, Hamp Green. Those guys will be able to contribute and help us as well. But you got to get it in. So just a good foundation from a base offense standpoint, and that's, I think, the biggest objective is coming out of spring, feeling good about what we do install. Because if we can get the base down, then we'll be able to build from there. And then defensively, you know, it's really just, you know, learning from our season, getting everybody in the right spot. We got some really, really good players that aren't going to really be participating in spring, like Rook and Peyton Page and XT, you know, so, but that's like, okay, where's Greg? Where's Zaire? Where's Cade? Denhoff, you know, and really seeing the Jaheim and seeing where those guys are, these new guys that have rolled in here, TJ, Peter Woods, Steph Island, Burley, you know, so it's exciting. But just getting the base down, the base foundational pieces, offensively, defensively, and special teams.
Could you give us a glimpse of maybe what the offensive line will look like personnel-wise with those 2 guys out to start off the gate?
Well, you're going to be out there today, so you get a chance to see for yourself. You know, we'll start out with some special teams and some indie, and, you know, in the past, y'all have seen us kind of do a tempo period. You know, we most days we'll do a tempo period, and I think today we're actually doing that tempo period against the defense. We'll just a little fastball, good and good, try to get about 10, 12 plays run in a quick 5-minute period. But, you know, you'll see Blake Miller out there. He kind of finished up there at right tackle and really like where he's at. I mean, he's going to be we think, a really special player. I mean, it's hard to start as a true freshman, and, you know, he certainly wasn't perfect, but he made a lot of strides, and so excited about, you know, where he's at. And then over at left tackle, Tristan will get his opportunity. You know, Marcus Tate gives us a lot of flexibility because Marcus Tate can play left tackle. You know, we got to when we get through the summer and get into camp and we really figure out who the best 5 are and then who's the 6th guy and the 7th guy. You know, Marcus is a guy that gives you a lot of flexibility because obviously he can play guard, but he could play left tackle and play right tackle. And so who is that guy? Like last year we thought Blake was the 5th best guy. So we moved Walker to guard. And so that's kind of where we were. Obviously you got Putnam in there, and he's in a good spot. And then Mitchell Mays, I think, took a big step forward, finishing those what he started last 4 games for us and really did a nice job. So you'll see him in there, and then probably today, probably a combination of Trent Howard and Ryan Linthicum. You know, that's kind of where we are from just guys that can really go be, you know, execute functionally as a football player. So you'll see Linthicum and Trent kind of working guard and center, and both kind of working some center, and then you're going to see a lot of Dietrich. You know, kind of where he's at. He's going to get his opportunity with that first group at guard as well. John is going to be, you know, he's limited right now, so I'm not sure when we'll get him back, you know, dealing with this appendix deal. So that's kind of where it'll start. Sadler's going to start out there. We'll probably start him as the second left tackle. We'll probably go out there with Tristan first, Sadler second, working left tackle. But Sadler is a guy that we really think can play anywhere. We're real excited about him, and like I said, he probably would not have redshirted last year had he not got hurt. But you know, just going out there today, he'll probably work with the second group left tackle. Just we got to get everybody going, and but he'll be a guy that'll cross train, and I think when it's all said and done, we'll be able to play wherever. And so again, who's the best five? And if that means moving somebody, then, you know, we'll do that. But so it's going to be good. It's going to be a good opportunity for a lot of these guys. It's going to be a good opportunity for Tristan, a really good opportunity for Sadler, great opportunity for Dietrich and Trent Howard and Linthicum. You know, these guys to step up and see what they're going to do. You know, Tucker's a guy that's been around here and I mean, you know, hadn't really kind of grabbed a hold of the opportunity yet, and so we'll see what he does. But it's a veteran group. That's for sure. We only lost one guy, and you know, J Mac, and he performed well at the combine this week. What, he run 4.99? So I think he thinks he's officially a D lineman now. So it's a good group back. But again, Wish, Parks, and Tate were out there, but we're very confident in who they are, and so I think in the end, this will be a blessing for us to really develop a very good group and get to a point that we probably hadn't been in a couple years.
Would you Blake at all on the left side? Or do you
Yeah, oh yeah, absolutely.
You've had a great run of kickers from Captain